So we had some different looks at the S11, specifically the Plus. And there was stuff floating around. It was causing controversy in the tech community. Basically, the giant camera cutout, it had a weird setup for the lenses inside of the enormous rectangle. And it's going to take a while to get used to that. And I kind of wonder, you know where my head starts going, Will? It goes onto the wobble thing. When it's sitting on the table. Man, I haven't been there in a really long time. I'm trying to remember what was the most interesting. You know, the giraffes were not bad. They're huge. They're just eating. They're at the top of the trees. They're so strange. What a strange creature. The head is all the way up there. Guy like you? They're all kind of wild if you think about it. You ever looked at an ant? This is one you might have seen on Twitter if you happen to hop on Twitter. Oh, by the way, the holidays. And we didn't even cover it. Well, we talked about you and what you were up to, but we didn't even really cover it. So, no, I just mean for the people out there. It's not about me, Will. Then it's a couple of tears, and I don't want people buying me things the older I get. You know what I mean? I like to give gifts to people, but I don't, you know? I'm not trying to ask people. I'm not trying to tell people I need something. I mean, that doesn't have to be for everybody, but I'm just speaking from experience. Once you get your own family and things like that, it just, I don't know, changes a little bit. Or maybe you don't even need that. Maybe it's just time and experience on planet Earth. You recognize how things go. Really do. So were you waiting for this moment? Like this morning, you're taking a shower, you got the shampoo going, and you're like, oh, he's going to try to hit me on the Rivian clip that was going, so let's get into the science. Knew you were tapping right here. You're like the meme, you're on the shower window. And then you just like put the X's, and then really you're just playing tic-tac-toe. It's called a tank turn because tank has no tires. It has tracks. He was taking a shower this morning, same thing, X's and O's. Losing every game. But he knew we were going to talk about this because he just shouted the main thing, the main question people had, which is, wait a sec. Well, first of all, they're showing it off on the dirt, and that's some nice slick mud right there, Will. That's some slick mud. Yeah, it's planned mud. And Jack says, what happens on the pavement? No, you don't do this on the pavement. You chew up your tires. What are you doing here? Now, you could utilize this on a job site, burning out in front of people. Imagine Jack's doing that at the supermarket. His groceries are flying out of the bed. Jack's like, tank turn. But the reason it's important is because traditionally, with these Italian automakers, they're very sensitive. They're very sensitive about anyone kind of working with their parts or making something that looks like, or even in some cases modifying the vehicle that the person bought. So I remember Deadmau5 got in trouble for messing with his Ferrari. And sometimes he goes to the supermarket, they don't have the ones on the vine. He has to speak to the manager. So people are really happy about this story because Lamborghini took the high road. They didn't say, they easily could have said, yeah, you got some Lamborghini parts, but you put a Corvette engine. We're really not happy about it. They could have taken that route, but they said, nah, understanding and humanness. For the official one or the Lamborghini video? The earth is a fertile land. It's a corporate message. There's a cup on the desk. They forced him to say it. You're a real jerk, you know that? I'm glad we worked that out, Will. Anyway, look, I don't care. You want to talk about Skybuds? So be it. I'll talk about Skybuds. I'll talk about a lot. Got a few words to choose from. So does Willy do. It's hard to get the guy to stay quiet. I mean, he's just throwing everything at me 24/7. God knows. You hand him the keys, he might end the show. Just like Jack.